Good morning. Good morning, story timers. It's me, Donna Vee, and I'm so excited to be here today. Today is Tuesday, July 13th, 2021, and I'm so excited to be here. It is a cloudy day on the east coast of New Jersey, and I am on the east coast of the US. But seriously, I am on the east coast of New Jersey. All I have to do is drive straight down the parkway and I'm at the beach. And I'll tell you what, it's pretty awesome. Except for today, it's pretty cloudy. And it looks like it's going to be a hot, hazy, humid day, but not here at story time. It's always sunny at story time. And I'm so excited that you're here today. Thank you so much for joining me. And today's letter is, let's see. Yesterday's letter was T, so we know what today's is. Good morning, Jim Tomlinson. Nice to see you from California, Fresno, California. I don't know what the weather is by you today, but it is steamy here. Good morning, Lisa. Nice to see you today. Guess what? I have books from Lisa's Loan Box. I'm so excited. Storytime is always looking for books, so if you have books that maybe you realize that your children are finished reading and you are looking to pay it forward, you can let me know and I can pick them up, or you can drop them off at the Salon Gossip in Bloomfield, and I'd be more than happy to then distribute them after we are done reading them. That's what we've been doing since March 21st of 2020. And then there are some people like Lisa who have loaned me boxes of books. I read them, put them back, and then voila! She gets her books back, and you guys get new reading material. I know Christine Minch, who is your sister-in-law, gave us a nice goodie bag of books. We still have some left to go and look in. Yeah, I'm so excited, so excited. Okay, so if yesterday's letter was T, then you know what today's letter is. Hey, Mike Coben, nice to see you. Cloudy don't care. We'll be chilling at the Montclair Beach Club. That's amazing. That's awesome. Good for you guys. Today is my first day back to work. Has to happen sometime. But you know what? I will tell you, I'm just excited because my morning routine with everyone here is honestly my absolute favorite. And it makes my day that much brighter and easier to get through. So thank you so much for that. Now, let's find out what comes after the letter T in the alphabet. Anybody know? Anybody want to put it up on the board? I know that Lisa's here. She's got an alliterative sentence, I'm sure. And she knows a letter. Let's see. I'm looking for it. I found it. That's right. It's U. U comes after T. What does U stand for? U stands for unicorn, universe, up. Frank Simon. Terrific Tuesday Timer story. Frank Simon's going to be going on a trip soon, and we're going to miss you, Frank. But you know what? That just means that you can't beat me, so I'm kind of okay with it. I'm a little nervous of your sentences. Cherry Reesby, howdy. Nice to see you. Today's letter is U. So it is nice to see you, but you know what that means, right? Well, it means like U is Y-O-U, and the letter U, that's not how you spell you. Good morning. How are you? I don't know who you are, but you still deserve a good morning. So today is the 13th of July, and I'm super duper excited because I have amazing books here on loan from Lisa, but you know that we have to start our day off right. I don't know what you did this morning, but I woke up with gratitude, and I woke up and I meditated, and then the healthy habits began where, well, meditating is a healthy habit too. But I got up, I ran over, took my shower, and then I brushed my teeth, because brushing your teeth and flossing, so important to keep your teeth healthy, right? And then I put on clean jammies and I came on over. Hey, Jeffrey, today's is actually, wait, what was yesterday? Wait, is today T? No, yesterday was T. Today's U, but nice to see you. That's awesome. Oh my gosh. So today's letter is U. I'll put it over by alphabet. This is Christine Minch's bag. We're going to move that over. And now you know what we do. we exercise. I know some people don't really love to exercise, but when you exercise with the alphabet, it's like alphabetizing you're exercising. It's a lot more fun and there's a lot more movement. Well, there's 26 letters in the alphabet, right? 13 letters in is the letter M, and the space between M and N is the middle. And that's why we yell middle, we shout it out. And then we switch our exercise. So, for instance, today, maybe what we'll do is we'll go back to some push-ups with books, book push-ups. And we'll do that. And then when we get to the middle, we switch. Oh, you're in the hospital still? Well, you know what? We are going to send you some love and light and healing power because every day we send love and light out. And I'm so excited that you're going to give us a U alliteration from the hospital. Now that's amazing. All right. Well, but when we do our love and light segment, we're going to send Jeff some love and light. Okay. Here we go. So we're going to do some book push-ups and then we are going to switch. When we get to SBL, switch. And it's so much fun. You'll see. And if you don't have books near you and you have a pillow or, you could use whatever you want. I always have books near me though. All right, here we go. We're going to go lightweight. It's the beginning of the week. You ready? A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, middle, N, O, P, Q, R, S, switch, T, U, V, W, X, Y, and Z. That's pretty awesome. Listen, you know why we do that? Well, because repetition is a really great way for kids to learn, and practicing the alphabet every day is a great way for them to memorize the alphabet. But incorporating movement and getting some exercises in, it's a great way to have your endorphins go up, so your energy goes up and you feel great, especially in the morning. So super duper important. Okay, next, we practice other healthy habits like drinking water. Water is one of my favorite things to drink, and it's so good for your body, especially the largest organ on your body, which is your skin. So I love to drink lots and lots of water, and I drink it all throughout the day. Now for me, I like to count to 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I know that that's how long my sip is. Are you ready? It's pretty awesome. The other thing that I love to use water for is to talk about what we've been talking about all month. Well, since we started the alphabet over again. And that is positive energy and optimism. This is my optimism jar. And I've been keeping notes of everything that's been going on, like whose alliterative sentence beat me and who did I beat, the letter of the day, the vitamins, so far, so forth and so on. I said so far. And why? Because we fill the jar up, and when the jar is overflowing, we have recognized that we have far more to be joyful about than we do to not be joyful about. But commonly, people know that optimism is, the example people use is a glass half full or a glass half empty. So you might look at this and say, well, it's not really half empty, it's almost a third empty, doesn't matter. But a lot of times we meet people and they seem energetically empty or sad, or maybe they're just like, I don't know, they're down. Like today, boys and girls, I woke up and guess what? I found out that my favorite pet fish passed away and went over the Rainbow Bridge to join little Yogi. And that made me really sad. But knowing that I was going to be coming here, reading books, exchanging love and light, and seeing everyone, I knew that that would bring me joy. So sometimes you have to find out where you can borrow joy from. And maybe it's from a day that you had yourself that was even better than today. Or maybe it's from somebody that you love and you can give them a hug, or they could just tell you everything's going to be all right. But a great example of borrowing energy is when you have a whole brand new water bottle and you use it to fill up your big water bottle, right? So this would be somebody else that has tons of joy and happiness and love to like maybe share, like us at story time when we send love and light around the world. And then this is what it looks like when we send that love and light around the world. And you see now all of a sudden, look at that. It's filling up. It's so happy. It's so excited because we're sharing our joy with it. I know that may sound like a silly example to some people, but to me, I think it's a really great way to explain to some kids just what it means to share positive energy, love and light, especially to those that don't have any or just need a little pick-me-up. Good morning, Tina Gleason. How are you? Nice to see you. So that's what my water example is all about. But you want to make sure that you drink lots of water yourself and stay hydrated. Let's do it one more time. You ready? Awesome. Okay. Next, let's see. We've talked about healthy habits, brushing our teeth, flossing, taking a shower, putting on clean jammies, coming on over to story time, practice the alphabet, and we exercise. Oh yeah, we need to practice the ASL alphabet. Look at this. I was so happy to find a big board. It's a picture. I'm going to show it to you. Let's see if I can get it down without knocking everything down. Whoa, how amazing is this, right? It's the ASL alphabet. And this is what I bring now when I go on location to do story time. Because I don't know if you guys saw it, but I did. I went to my friend's yard and I did story time from the yard. Isn't that amazing? Yes, I did. I got it. I have to, oh my gosh, you're so funny. It's okay. We're going to send love and light to you guys in the hospital, and it's totally fine. I got your very large alliterative sentence, and it's coming up right after we practice the ASL alphabet. I'm doing great, Tina. Hanging in there. Thank you. And I'm glad you're doing well. Okay, now we are going to practice that ASL alphabet. Are you ready? I'll show you what it looks like so that you may see it. It looks just like this. Okay? So, hands up. Here we go. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, and Z. So excited. So proud of you. If you practice that yourself, can I tell you something? When you have no one there to make sure that you practice something and you practice it anyway, you're not only exercising your mind or your muscles, you're exercising character and you're building character, I should say. And I think that's amazing. And I'm so proud of you. And you should be proud of yourself and feel good. All right, let's see. Well, the first alliterative sentence that came up, to be really honest, was Frank Simon's. And I need to read them in the order that I see them. So let me get my book out. Frank Simon got me yesterday. So today is the 13th of July. I cannot believe it. It is really amazing how fast time is flying by. All right, let's check it out. Are you ready? So here comes Frank's sentence. I'm not going to look. I'm not looking. And then you can tell me exactly who wins when I do it. Here we go. Now, upside down urchins use eucalyptus unicorns under urgent umbrellas, utilizing units with Ulysses, usually in Utah. Upside down urchins use eucalyptus unicorns under urgent umbrellas, utilizing units with Ulysses. I messed it up. Usually in Utah. Frank. Upside down urchins use eucalyptus unicorns under urgent umbrellas, utilizing units with Ulysses, usually in Utah. Okay, Frank Simon. That is a definite win for Frank. It's 2 in a row, Frank. 2 in a row. Now, here's the thing. When you see a sentence and you're seeing it for the first time and you're sight reading, boys and girls, and you make a mistake, don't give up. Just because you stumble doesn't mean that you should give up reading. I know. It's so much easier if you just got to the part where it said Ulysses usually, and I went to say urchins, and I was like, you know what? I'm quitting. I'm not doing it. It would be so easy for me to do that. But why would I do that? Because I want to learn that it's upside down urchins use eucalyptus unicorns under urgent umbrellas utilizing units with Ulysses usually in Utah. That's the way the sentence should be said. But yes, Frank wins. All right. So next, let's do this. Frank. I won twice so far. I have to win tomorrow on Thursday before my vacation, and then I can have an awesome vacation. Well, Frank, I think you're going to have an awesome vacation either way. But if that's what your goal is, Frank, I guess I understand. It's fine. I get it. You know what? I have a brother. I have a brother, and I understand what it's like when you guys are like, ooh, I'm going to get you. That's what it's kind of feeling like right now. But whatever, Frank. It's fine. I get it. I don't know. Lisa doesn't usually gloat like that, but that's okay. I'm just teasing you, Frank. Okay, so now, you know what? I think it's vitamin time. For sure it's vitamin time. I'm really excited, actually, because that means we get to read out of the Little Yellow Book, which is one of my favorite books in the whole wide world. The Little Yellow Book is called A Beginner's Guide to the Universe by author Mike Dooley, Uncommon Ideas for Living an Unusually Happy Life. And I usually do have an unusually happy life. I mean, you have to find the joy and you have to find a way to look beyond some of the sad stuff, right? You just really do. It's not always easy. Trust me when I say that. But it's something that I feel like you just have to do it. Because whatever you sit in energetically will build and will grow. And I'd rather sit in a little bit of happiness and watch it grow than even in the littlest bit of sadness. Because when that grows, watch out. All right. Lisa's guess is 2 purple. Frank's guess, 2 pink. Oh my gosh, does anybody else want to get in on it? And don't forget, somewhere in there are 2 yellows floating around from the days of vitamins long gone. That was the vitamins that were in here. I had 2 left over. I thought I had 1 left over, and I stuck it right in this bottle. Kind of making it fun. All right, so whoever wins, whoever picks the vitamin, picks a page from 7 to 158. Any more takers? No? Going once? Going twice? All right, here's why we do this. We take our vitamins together to remind everyone that taking your vitamins is a healthy habit. But along with healthy habits comes something else. You know what it's called? Good manners. What? Yeah, good manners. Like saying, please, may I have my vitamins? Thank you for my vitamins. Because a lot of them are, look, childproof. So, because they're childproof, you have to ask for help. You say please and thank you. So important. And then when we chew our vitamins, guess what? Don't chew with your mouth open or talk with your mouth full. No, that's not acceptable. No bueno, no good, no how. All right, so are you ready to see who actually chose the right? Oh, 1 of each for Michelle. Okay, here we go. First one up is purple. So right now in the running would be, let's see, Lisa and Michelle. Frank, sorry, buddy. You may have won the alliterative sentence, but you didn't win the vitamins today. Next one up. Lisa, it's 2 purples. That's pretty amazing. Sorry, Michelle, but we're going to send you love and light because I know you're in the hospital. Okay. So, Lisa, you get to pick the page between 7 and 158. Make it a good one. I have to write down that, Lisa, you got the 2 purple. 2 perp. Nice. Nice one. And here we go. Remember, do not chew with your mouth open or talk with your mouth full. 1, 2, 3. They're so tart, my vitamins, because when you brush your teeth, the mint. Well, page 23 is a great number. I love the number 23. It's one of my favorites. It's followed me my whole life. Sometimes I feel like I still am just 23. Okay, here we go. Let's find page 23 for Michelle. The wiser you are, the easier life gets. But then, the happier you are, the less you need easy. By all means, seek to change the things you don't like and to manifest the things you do. Just don't put off your happiness for either. Happiness is the one option you'll always have that no one can deny you. The law of happy states, however happy you've ever been, you will one day be happier. The path to enlightenment is not a path at all, but a metaphor for the time it takes to live in joy no matter what. I love that. You know what? I've definitely put a dot on 23 before, but today I'm putting a heart around the number 23. I love it so much. I really do. All right, so it was page 23. And now I must go and check out Lisa's alliterative sentence. Right? Isn't that a great message? I love that message. Okay, let me go up here and find Lisa's sentence. I'm not looking. This looks like a big one. You know what I need? Well, you guys are looking. Where did Liv go? I haven't said good morning to Liv in like almost 2 weeks. Liv, you're going to help me out here. You are my leopard and I love you. And here we go. Unique unicorn wears a uniform playing a ukulele holding an ugly umbrella uttering for the umpteenth time that the universe was utopia for unicorns. Unbelievable. Unique unicorn wears a uniform playing a ukulele holding an ugly umbrella uttering for the umpteenth time that the universe was utopia for unicorns. Unbelievable. Unique unicorn wears a uniform playing a ukulele holding an ugly umbrella uttering for the umpteenth time that the universe was utopia for unicorns. Unbelievable. I'm telling you, taking your vitamins makes a huge difference. It makes a big difference. Oh, Carol Kaufman, how are you? Good morning. I hope you're having a great day. I'm about to say good morning to all the kids, and I have to tell you, last I checked, there's no one on the back of this. So that means today is a day that I get to read all the kids' names. And the list has grown since the last time I had to read all the kids' names. So I'm glad I have a few minutes before the halftime. And that is the truth. But that was a great sentence, Lisa. And I want to let you know I appreciate you so much and all of your sentences. But that was a fun sentence to read. All right, so who's ready to say good morning to all of the kids? I am. You know what I think we're going to do? I'm going to take out Bartholomew. Oh, okay, Lisa. We're going to send love and light to Michelle, okay? All right. We are going to hold on to Bartholomew while I say all the kids' names right now. Because here's what I'd love is to send love and light and peace and joy and happiness to all of the kids, all the children on the list. Because I'll tell you what, I think that a lot of times children are the biggest beams of light in the entire world because they're so sweet and so kind. And even the kids that sometimes are a little rough around the edges at moments, right, which I know can happen, all we need to do is fill them up with love and they'll soften right up. Try it. I promise you, love and light and sweetness and joy can just change anyone's attitude. And gratitude, especially gratitude. And I'm so grateful that you're all here. And I'm so grateful for this list. And are you ready for this? Oh boy, here we go. Good morning, TJ and Lewis and Julian, Matthew, Nicholas, Quentin, Ella and Ari and Luca, Lucia, Mia, Jax, Lennon, Nina, Star, Mark McCartney, Leah and Kristen, Brianna and Lily and Shay and Holland and Austin, Alex and Hannah Lorraine, Seamus, Cooper and Tori, Luke, Robbie, Kristen and Kenneth, Liam and Harper, Tiffany, Emerson and Ollie, Colin, Nathaniel and Cece, Jordan, Aaliyah and Josie, Lily and Hunter, Paisley, Presley and Liam, Sophie, Giovanni, Gracelyn, Vinny and Joseph, Maggie, Isaac, Peyton and Gavin, Patrick, Liliana and Melanie, Jane, Liam and David, Kaylee, Joseph, Harper, Blake, Nathan, Aurora, Ariana and William, Joseph, Roscoe, Scarlett and Juliet, Carmela and Byron, Regina, Grace and Claire, Jack, Allie and Andrew, Joseph, Maggie, Hannah, Angela, Riley and Olive, Madison, Jamie and Trip, Lena and Sabino, Deanna, Daria and Dawn, Mary, Byron, Layla and Genevieve, Finn and Fletcher, Anzor, Kai and Zach, Melody and Kayla, Ellie and Kate, Patrick and Nico, Willow, Samantha, Frankie, Vaj, Vishaka, Sufane, Penelope, So, Mashi, Nikki, Layla, Evie, Leo, Tomas, Alec, Bailey, Michaela, Tony, Ace, Ara, and Amber, Bella, AJ and Angelo, Fifi and Little Joe, Penelope, Rose, Viviana and Bethany, Autumn and Caden, Joe Jr., Caitlin, Ryan, Lucas and Isabella, Emma, Liv and Blake, Sophia, Jake and Maddie, Tabia, Max and Luca, V and Izzy, Marcella, Olivia Rose, Marin Rose, Molly, James Storm, Allie, Emily, Jake and Kaylin, and of course, the two hearts that walk outside my body every day, Carly and Courtney. And I am so excited because we are going to send love and light to each and every one of them. And to Michelle and to Lisa, who is in the hospital with her daughter. And for all of us that are going through something that need a little extra love and tenderness and care, I want to send you love and light, peace, joy, and happiness, and healing for sure, and hugs, because I know that we all need some, right? And for little Sushi, my fish that passed, buddy, I hope you find Yogi over the Rainbow Bridge and have so much fun together for the rest of your lives, all right? Here we go. So, from your head, your heart, and your whole being, we're going to send each other a beam of white light so that this way together we can elevate the vibration of the global population one day, one good deed, one kind word at a time. And now, let's close our eyes and send that light out. 1, 2, 3. That felt so amazing. You guys, together we can do it. We can tip the scales of positivity every day together. Well, Sunday through Friday. I have to work Saturdays. I work more than that, but it's early in the morning. Wah, wah, wah. Never mind that. You know what we're going to do now? We are going to breathe in our I am statements together, you and me, like this. Hands up. Deep breath in. And all you have to do is say, I am love. I am peace. I am joy. I am ready to read. I am so ready to read. I'm so excited. And I know that you're excited too, because I have the best fun books today. And they're all from Lisa's, the box that she loaned. Actually, that's not true. 2 of them are. The other one's not. All right, so let's do this one first. Are you ready? Clifford and the Big Ice Cream Mess. Here we go. I love Clifford. Clifford is a huge dog, big red dog. Adapted by Josephine Page, illustrated by Carolyn Bracken and Stephen Hayfel. Check it out. Look who's on the waterfront today. Hi, I'm Emily Elizabeth, and I have a dog named Clifford. One hot summer day, my friend Charlie and I were playing, what were we playing? Trash lid hockey. Look at that. See that? Clifford played too. Cleo and T-Bone cheered him on. Just then, Charlie's dad called to us. He owned the snack shack. I'm closing the store for a while, he said. If you need anything, just go next door to Mrs. Kidd. She'll help you. And off he went. I'll make you an ice cream cone, Charlie. I'll make you an ice cream cone, Charlie said to me. I wasn't sure if Charlie was allowed to operate the ice cream machine, but it was an awfully hot day, and Charlie seemed to know what he was doing. Oh boy. Just then, a tourist came by. I'll have an ice cream cone too, he said. Sure thing, Charlie said to the tourist. It's okay, Charlie said to me. I help my dad all the time. Uh-oh. Getting a little nervous. It was true that Charlie helped his dad while his dad was there, but this was different, and I was beginning to worry. More tourists came by, all wanting ice cream cones. So Charlie and I made the cones. Cleo served them, and T-Bone collected the money. Oh my goodness. But something went wrong. I can't stop the machine, Charlie said. And all the tourists had gone away by then. Oh no. Eat fast, Charlie said. But we couldn't eat fast enough to keep up with the machine. By that time, we were knee deep in ice cream. Oh no. Can you imagine being knee deep in ice cream? Oh boy. I think T-Bone was frightened. He jumped up on a crate and wouldn't come down. Oh no. The machine was making more and more ice cream. Soon I was up to my waist in the stuff. I thought Charlie should go to Miss Kit for help, but Charlie wanted to handle things himself. Oh no. Meanwhile, the dogs seemed to be having a grand old time. Cleo and T-Bone used trash can lids to surf the ice cream. Clifford blew the ice cream and made big waves for them. Can you imagine? T-Bone seemed to have gotten over his fear pretty quickly. But Charlie and I weren't having any fun at all. We were up to our chests in ice cream and in deep, deep trouble. I wish I knew how to fix this, Charlie said. Oh man, that is quite a mess. I can fix it, said Charlie's dad. He maneuvered the lever and the machine stopped. But it was too late. Ice cream was everywhere. You should have asked Miss Kit for help, Charlie's dad said. Charlie felt very ashamed. Sorry, Dad, he said. I really thought I could handle it. Can you imagine that much ice cream? On that day, Charlie and I learned an important lesson. If you need help, ask for it. Charlie's dad gave each of us a mop, and together we cleaned that big ice cream mess. The dogs helped too. T-Bone and Cleo ate until they couldn't eat any more. Look how cute. But Clifford still had room for one last lick. Clifford and the big ice cream mess. This is going right back in the box where it belongs because this is one of Lisa's books. This is not a pay it forward book. Excuse me. Okay, let's see. Should we read? Which one should we read next? I know. Let's read this one next. Dream Big, Little Pig by Christy Yamaguchi, illustrated by Tim Bowers. Poppy was a pig, a pot-bellied pig, waddling, toddling pig. She was a pig with dreams, and she was a pig who dreamed big. She wanted to be a star. Poppy had always dreamed of being a posh prima ballerina. She tried out for Swan Lake, a famous ballet, but Poppy was not graceful. In fact, she was quite clumsy. I love her friends, though. Follow your dreams, said Poppy's mother, who loved her no matter what. You go, girl, said Poppy's grandparents, who were her biggest fans. Dream big, pig, said Poppy's best friend, Emma, who was always there for her. They said, don't give up. Dancing is just not for me, said the people in charge of the ballet. Try something else. Aw, I remember that. That happened to me when I tried out for field hockey. I didn't go so well. So Poppy tried out for Singing Stars, a popular chorus competition. She had always dreamed of being a soulful singer. But Poppy sang off key. To be honest, she couldn't really carry a tune. Follow your dreams, said Poppy's mother. You go, girl, said Poppy's grandparents. Dream big, pig, said Emma. She looked really happy. Singing is just not for you, said the people in charge of the competition. Try something else. Oh, she looks so sad. So Poppy tried out for supermodel search. She had always dreamed of being a big-time, splashy supermodel. But Poppy was not very glitzy or glittery, and she even tripped on her fancy gown. Follow your dreams, said Poppy's mother. You go, girl, said Poppy's grandparents. Dream big, pig, said Emma. Modeling is just not for you, she said. The people in charge told her, nope, try something else. Oh, look. How sad. But you have to give it to her. She's not giving up. But Poppy didn't know what else to try. And as she wandered through Newport City, she began to wonder if her dreams would really ever come true. Poppy was about to give up when she heard her mother say, just follow your heart. Remember, we love you no matter what. And her grandparents cheer. We're your biggest fans. And her best friend Emma squealed, we're here for you. Poppy smiled, and she knew just what to do. When Poppy thought about all the things she truly loved, her friends and family were at the top of the list. So the next day, Poppy invited Emma for a pig's day out in the park. Look at that. While giggling and strolling along, they spotted an ice rink. Poppy and Emma watched the skaters skimming and spinning, swooping and swizzling on the ice. Poppy realized it was the most beautiful sight she had ever seen. Her heart danced with joy. Emma saw a twinkle in Poppy's eye and high-fived her friend. Dream big, pig, she cheered. So Poppy waddled and toddled right up to the teacher and said, I'd like to be a spectacular ice skating star. A pig on ice? The teacher pondered. Honey, I don't know if it's possible. Anything's possible, responded Poppy. I believe in dreaming big. The teacher shrugged. As you wish, he said. We'll see if this pig's got pizzazz. Oh, Poppy laced up her skates. She slipped and slid all over the ice. She fell, but this time Poppy got up. Over and over, she shuffled, she stumbled and fumbled and fell. But by the time the rink closed for the night, Poppy was skating more than she was falling, and it felt like magic. Poppy returned to the rink the very next day. Her cheeks were pink with winter, wind, and excitement. She was so happy gliding and sliding and tumbling and bumbling on the ice, she didn't even notice that she wasn't perfect. And nobody else did either. Now, a most persistent pig, Poppy learned to twirl and swirl and do dips and lunges and splits. Poppy learned to do jumps and spirals and lifts. Oh, yeah. Before she knew it, more and more skaters stopped to watch Poppy practice. She was quite a sight. She even had her picture on the front page of the newspaper. Poppy felt like a star. Some of her fans made t-shirts that read, "Follow your dreams." Others wore hats that said, "Dream big, pig." And tote bags declared, "You go, girl." Poppy's dream had come true. Time went by, but Poppy didn't stop dreaming. One day, she decided to be a pilot. She wanted to parachute and be the first skydiving pig. When pigs fly, said other pilots, but they did not know Poppy. She was a pig who dreamed big. When pigs fly. Ah, that was great. A little pig's dream can never be too big. Dream big, little pig. How many of you have dreamt that you wanted to do something and maybe you've been stopped or you've been told no? Well, you have to just keep going for it. You got to keep trying because you never know. You never know. Okay, I'm very excited about this book because I seem to think that I remember this from childhood. Like when I was a kid, Edward the Emu, right? From the creators of Edwina the Emu by Sheena Knowles, illustrated by Rod Clement. Okay, this is one of our borrowed books. I can't wait to see this book. Edward the Emu. Edward the Emu was sick of the zoo. There was nowhere to go and there was nothing to do. And compared to the seals that lived right next door, well, being an emu was frankly a bore. I'm wondering, is it emu or emu? I think it's an emu. So that night, when the zookeeper went home to bed, Edward jumped from his pen and he laughed as he said, "The seals are best. Anybody could tell. So tomorrow, I'll just be a seal as well." Look at that look on his face. The next morning at 9, when they opened the zoo, the seals were swimming and Edward was too. He dived in the water and basked in the sun, and he balanced a ball on his beak just for fun. Look at how beautiful that is. Well, Edward was really enjoying the day till he overheard someone behind the fence say, "The seals are always amusing, it's true, but the lions, the best thing to see at the zoo." So that night, when the zookeeper went home to bed, Edward jumped from the pool and he smiled as he said, "The lion's the best, anybody could tell. So tomorrow, I'll just be a lion as well." The next morning at 9, when they opened the zoo, the lions were roaring and Edward was too. He snarled at the ladies and growled at the men. Life was certainly grand for a lion in his den. Look at that. That's pretty crazy, right? Nothing. Well, Edward was having a wonderful day till a man in the crowd had the gumption to say, "The lion's a beast I shall always detest. The snakes are the things that I like the best." Look at that. They're hanging out in the trees. Does not look very comfortable for the emu. The lion fits perfectly, though. So that night, when the zookeeper went home to bed, Edward crept from the cage and he grinned as he said, "If the snakes are the best things, and that's what they say, then tomorrow I'll just be a snake for the day." Ooh, that's pretty bold to stand on a lion's head. The next morning at 9, when they opened the zoo, the snakes were all hissing, and Edward was too. He slipped round the rocks. It was magic to see. Then he curled himself casually up round a tree. That's not a tree. That's a snake. While Edward was warming up for the day, when he overheard one of the visitors say, "The snakes are impressive. I know that is true, but the emu's by far the best thing at the zoo." What? The emu? Gasped Edward. "My goodness, that's me. I'm the thing that gentleman most likes to see. Not the seals, the lions, the snakes, and the rest. It's Edward, the emu, that he likes to see the best." Wow. Look at that artwork. Amazing. So that night, when the zookeeper went home to bed, Edward slipped from his cage and he laughed as he said, "If the emu's the best, then that's easy then. Tomorrow, I'm Edward the emu again." Edward ran to the place where he used to reside, but oh, what a shock when he clambered inside. He found himself suddenly come face to face with the emu they'd brought in to take Edward's place. What? No. The emus considered each other a while. Then the new emu said, with a shy little smile, "Hello, I'm Edwina. It's nice meeting you. You're the best thing I've seen since I came to the zoo." Look, ah, that's adorable. And that's Edward the emu. Or emu. I never know how to say that word, but that's okay. Oh, we have time for a bonus book, I think, right? We have a couple of minutes. We could read a little one. Let's read something. Let's read something small and sweet. Something, let's see. What's this one? Is this a big book? Nope. We need a little one. Let's read one of our favorites. Here we go. It's a Sleepy Time 5-minute tale. Taking the book jacket off. Let's see what we can find in here. Let's go to, try this one. The Dog with No Voice. There once lived a prince whose words were pure poetry. He amused the court with his witty rhyming verse, yet his kind and thoughtful words made him popular with all. It was said he could even charm the birds from the trees. One day he was walking in the forest when he came upon an old lady with a huge bundle on her back. "Let me help you," said the prince, and he took the load and walked along beside the woman. They chatted away, and before long they had reached the old lady's door. Now the old lady, who was really a witch, had been listening intently to the prince's words. "What a fine voice he has," she thought to herself. "I would like my own son to speak like that. Then maybe he could find himself a wealthy wife, and he'd be rich forevermore." Oh, look at that. "You must be thirsty," she said to the prince. "Let me give you something to quench your thirst, to repay you for your kindness." The prince gratefully accepted and was given a delicious drink, which he drained to the last drop. He was about to thank the witch when he began to feel very peculiar. He found he was getting smaller and smaller and smaller, and he looked down at his feet and he saw 2 hairy paws. Then he turned round and saw, to his horror, that he had grown a shaggy tail. He tried to shout at the witch, but all that came out of his mouth was a loud bark. The witch hugged herself for joy. "My spell worked," she cackled. "Come here, my son," she called. There appeared at the door a rough-looking young man. "What's going on, my dearest mother?" he said in a voice that sounded familiar to the prince. Then he looked down and exclaimed, "Where did you find this poor little dog?" "Oh, boy." Now the prince understood what had happened. "The old lady has turned me into a humble hound and given my voice to her son. Whatever am I to do?" he thought miserably. "I can't return to the palace. They'll never let a stray dog in." He turned with his tail between his legs and trotted off forlornly into the forest. The witch and her son were delighted with his new voice. She made him scrub himself up clean from top to toe and dressed him in the prince's clothes. "Now go," she said, "and don't return until you found a rich girl to marry." The young man set off, eager to try out his new voice. Soon he was feeling very pleased with himself. And as he talked to the passerby, "What a very polite young man, and what a wonderful way with words," folks cried. "He could charm the birds out of the trees," other people said. The witch's son traveled far and wide, until at last he came to a castle where he spied a fair princess sitting on a balcony. He called to her, and straightway she arose and looked down into the garden. Enraptured by the sound of his beautiful voice, she was enchanted by his fine words and guessed they must belong to a prince. Soon the princess and the witch's son were chatting away merrily, and to his delight, when he asked her to marry him, she readily agreed. For one with so beautiful a voice, she thought to herself, must indeed be a fine young man. Meanwhile, the poor dog prince wandered in the forest, surviving as best he could by foraging for roots and fruits in the undergrowth. Feeling truly miserable, he stopped to drink from a stream. As he dipped his long dog's tongue in the cool water, he caught sight of someone sitting on a bridge. It was a pixie, fishing with a tiny net. Look at that. "Cheer up," said the little fellow. "I saw everything that happened, and I think I know how we can get your voice back. Follow me." And with that, he was off, dancing away through the forest with the dog prince trotting along behind him. They seemed to go on forever, and the dog prince was feeling very hot, and the pads of his paws were quite sore. By the time they reached the castle, he could see the witch's son in the garden calling to the princess on the balcony. The dog prince's eyes filled with tears, for she was quite the loveliest girl he had ever seen, and he wished he could marry her himself. "We will be married today," the witch's son was saying in the prince's voice. "I will await you by the church, my fairest one." Seizing his fishing net, the pixie leapt high in the air. As the words of "my fairest one" floated up to the balcony, he caught them in the net and gave them back to the dog prince. As soon as he swallowed the words, the dog prince could speak again. "Thank you, little pixie," he cried. "But what can I do now? Now I'm a dog with a prince's voice. The princess will never marry me." See that? A lot going on there. "If you want to break the witch's spell, you must go to the church fast," said the pixie, and with those words, he disappeared. Straight away, the dog prince ran to the church door. There was the princess, looking most perplexed, for standing beside her was the witch's son, with not a word in his head. "I don't understand," she cried. "I thought I was to marry a silver-tongued young man, but now I find he is a dumb ragamuffin." "I can explain," exclaimed the dog prince. The princess spun around. "Who can explain?" she asked, for all she could see was a dog in front of her. "What a handsome dog!" she cried, bending down and kissing him on the nose. To her astonishment, the dog's hairy paws and shaggy tail immediately disappeared, and there stood the prince. "But you're the, but," she stammered, looking from the prince to the witch's son. Well, the prince explained everything that had happened, and after he and the princess were married with great rejoicing, oh, and for the witch's son, he wasn't a bad man, really, no. So the prince taught him to speak again with a beautiful voice, and he married the princess's younger sister. Wow. That's an interesting ending. And I guess everyone lived happily ever after. That was a very interesting ending. Well, it's after 11, and you know what the truth is. Story time is from 10 to 11, Sunday through Friday, and I'm here on YouTube, Facebook. You can find me, at Donna Vee Comedy on YouTube, and you can watch all of the old episodes, or you can watch from Facebook under Story Time with Donna Vee, and there's so much content there. We started this March 21st, 2020, and without you guys watching, it would just be me reading, and that would be fun, but it's so much more fun with you here. So thank you so much for being here today and every day. If it's your first time, welcome. If not, welcome back. You know what we do now, right? Take your right hand on your left shoulder and your left hand on your right, and give yourself a hug for me. Squeeze yourself so tight, and know that everything's going to be all right. I love you, and I'll see you tomorrow morning. I am ready for work. I am feeling peaceful. I am filled with joy. I am totally content. Thank you for being here today and each day, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Have a great day. Bye-bye.